Are you winning, son? No. There was one big fight that I was in, and I won that fight. I killed 3 of the enemy's armies. However, right now my economy is absolutely crippled. Absolutely crippled. I can tell you guys that if it wasn't for the peace treaty, I'm super confident I'd be out of this because the 2 Slaanesh armies are so fast. They're like zipping around my territory doing stuff, and I was just like, my 1 reserve army at home would just have to be hovering around the capital the whole time, and I would just lose every single outpost if he was going nuts on me right now.
Yeah, I could not take Hexawaddle.
But you'd be able to take everything else.
Yes. Yeah, I could never have taken Hexawaddle because I don't have the units over there to fight that garrison with walls. But that was never my hope.
The power of mobility heroes
is very good.
Speaking of which, can you get mobility heroes? Muck, maybe that's what you're
nope,
missing.
Nope, they're
in
tier
your
4. I'm not there yet.
Keck.
So close.
Be a real shame if Slaanesh got them at tier 1.
But, I mean, there are drawbacks for me using them in my army because they are supposed to go run around and do other stuff.
No,
It'd be a real shame if you could get 10 of them, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
There is that.
Oh.
Didn't know you liked Total War, that's awesome. What's up, Valfalos? This is my first multiplayer game of it ever.
Over here?
I got into it like a month or 2 ago, and I played like my first...
I think it was just like a diplomacy jump over.
I felt the...
I played like my first session of it on stream, and so I went to like the 50-hour campaign victory, the short victory. And then I've since played like 150 hours of it off stream, and then I got invited to this, and this is my first time doing a multiplayer game. However, they were doing some unique rules, so they did like the opponent picked your faction. And they told me to play Mazda Mundi, and I was like, okay, and I didn't mind, but my allied character is right there, so I can't expand south, and north of me it's frozen climate, so I couldn't expand north. And so I was forced to attack east really early into Slaanesh, and I'm getting my butt kicked by Slaanesh. So it's not going good for me. It's not going good. If this guy had been anywhere else, I would have been able to take this, but my economy is Swiss cheese right now. But yeah, I am having fun.
All right, you know how we were kind of like, I was kind of pooping on Scrag a little. Scrag is currently
since it's not Monday, you can do it, Muck.
Yeah, he's kind of big randomly.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ephley. Appreciate that. Welcome.
This man higher than like 50. Actually, most of the time he's dead.
His day. He knew this day would come.
Hexawall is one of the hardest starting positions, at least solo to my knowledge. Not sure how much multiplayer influences it though. Yeah, it was unfortunate because there's a bunch of factors at play. You know, one, it's a 3v3, and one of my allies was right here, so I couldn't go south. The frozen environment, I couldn't go north. I could have gone west and wrapped around the world on the sea lane, but I didn't know that was an option. I know now. So I went east and hit this guy, and he got the Sword of Cain, and he kicked my butt. Actually, I destroyed 3 of his armies, but then he showed up with 9 more armies, and I was like, wow, this guy's a crazy economy. And I asked him, and he was getting like 8,000 a turn. I was getting 2,000 a turn, because all my income was right here. And then he had a bunch of cults pop up, and then by sheer bad luck, the Skaven hit me from the north, that's an AI, and Undead Pirates hit me from the east, that's an AI, at the same time that he hit me with 4 cultist armies. So I got hit and lost 6 cities all at once, which is like half of my cities. So I get absolutely wrecked. But then over here, there's 3 more players that have never seen like combat or each other. Maz as a faction also isn't great. I don't think he's bad, honestly. Like, as a hero, he's really strong. And he has a few cool perks. Where is Maz? Where's our boy? So he has regeneration, and he has barrier, and he's a caster, and also he has a Stegodon mount, a really strong one. So the last time I had him in a battle, he actually wrecked like 23,000 damage worth of enemies just running them over, and they couldn't do anything about him because of the barrier, the regen, and the dinosaur. So he was actually awesome. And then he has a few unique things, like he reduces the upkeep cost of what are these guys called? Temple guards by half. So you could do like a whole army of temple guards, and it's like half price. So that's pretty cool. Like I don't think he's that bad. But you know, I'm winning in terms of military versus this guy, but I can't keep up with his speed. The Slaanesh units are fast, and they've got the increased mobility heroes at tier 1. Mine are tier 4. We're on turn 43. I still don't have a mobility hero. So each turn, like when I destroyed one of his cities, he'd be rebuilding behind me and evacuating in front of me, and I couldn't keep up. I could never catch him. It's more the starting position is hard. It would have been fine if I could have gone south, but with an ally south, I was trapped. Otherwise, I don't think it would have been that bad. But I certainly didn't feel like I could go north. We actually installed a mod for this today that removes the climate stuff to give me more freedom, but I can't do anything with it yet. The only faction I have had success in that part of the map was the Dark Elf guy that's down there. I know there's these are Dark Elves right here. This is the Cult of Pleasure. And I think over here somewhere is the Dark Elf guy that's like a monster tamer. Muck the Climate Deniers. How much longer till the big battles start? So it was supposed to be turn 50, but because I just had to sell my armies, they said they were going to make it turn 60 because I just lost all my stuff.
Hey, I'm not the last one ready for once. I'm just putting this on record. You all have to stop roasting me now.
I'm gonna have to check your VOD at some point to see what you're doing with all this time, because like you're not doing manual battles. So I'm just like, what is taking so long?
I've got to move Arse Belcher real quick. My bad.
Well, sir, it's I have 11 armies and 39 cities to manage. You wouldn't understand.
39 cities?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't have that much stuff.
He's right. I wouldn't understand. Someone's
that.
got me boxed in.
Like, it's
I
not
didn't believe
39, it's 38.
I didn't believe
let's
the 11
relax.
armies, but I did believe the 39 cities.
Yeah, especially after looking at the map before we loaded in.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
would've told me that was 39 cities, I would believe
I
you.
would have believed ya.
I just counted. I have 10 after rebuilding 3, so I had 7.
6, I think. Or no, you had the 2 on my land.
You know, in the
ones that
campaign
you
we
destroyed all the buildings before I took them? Yeah, those were great.
in the campaign we did prior to this, where I was playing Grombrindle and the dwarves, I broke 70. That's how I hit the long campaign victory.
My first ultimate campaign victory was with the Changeling the other day, and I had 194 cults. Like, they were self-propagating, so like every turn at the start of each turn, it would just be like, you gained, and it'd be like 3 to 5 pop-ups of new sounds.
Jeez Louise.
This sounds balanced.
Yeah,
Maybe I should unban the changeling.
it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, actually, I just realized one thing that was consuming a lot of my time is the D&D mechanic. Marcus has like 4 characters in his army, and each of them has like their own personal story that pops up with like storyboard moments and decisions for them to make regarding their past and their families and stuff like that. So I've been sitting here like reading a lot of their lore and deciding what to do with these characters. That's part of the reason my turns were taking so long before, but I've resolved most of their quests. So now I'm just kind of playing Warhammer.
Round 44, Jesse's officially started playing Warhammer.
Shut up.
All right, this guy.
No show.
Okay, we're gonna have him go here. I hate these pop-ups, chat. I love playing this multiplayer game with them. I hate issuing the same movement commands 19 times.
Lord of the Asray.
I love issuing the same movement command 7 times.
The real pros just don't click anything at the start of their turn. You just sit there and wait 3 minutes. So
That's why
you're
you take so long.
uninterrupted. Yes, that's another part of the reason. I just wait.
Oh my god. I am over here in whatever the place was, it Billy, south of Bretonia. And I'm looking at this little wood elf army, and I'm like, man, I hope I can beat you since I sold half my troops.
I mean, Wood Elf armies auto-resolve very poorly, so there is a very high chance you can.
Hold on, who are these guys?
I
Enemies.
thirst for the hunt. Your words and
I'm
heart
in the
are hollow.
diplomacy screen.
My hounds will gorge themselves upon your
Oh, he's not at war
flesh.
with anybody. Why does no one hate you?
What a crazy question to ask somebody.
How dare you be so likable?
Why does everybody like you?
Must be nice.
Ooh.
Don't attack this turn. I can't. This army's gonna take attrition.
Muck, did you just march that lizard army up there, the dino army?
Yeah, that's the one that's been heading over there this whole night.
Okay. Hang on. Alright.
So, I mean, it can probably handle that at this point.
Yeah, that is a pretty crap Skaven army.
It's, here, hold on. Oh, wait, can I get a picture of this?
Oh no. If you think you can handle it, I did step up so that I can reinforce you as well.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's a little more green than red, and the army at
Very
this
true.
point is 7 big dinosaurs and a guy with heels.
Yeah, you just are at risk of getting ambushed, which is always unfortunate sometimes.
I can't imagine what that would feel like. Okay, so I'm supposed to get some skinks because it's supposed to reduce the cost of building. Alright, you said that the larger an army is, the less it costs to rebuild a city from ruins.
By bodies numbers, yes.
Okay. So if I
A lot of
spend,
infantry.
so for every 285 gold, I can have 160 skinks added to this rebuilder army. Yo, dude, I'm down to 3k, and I have negative income. I'm like
No,
nickel and
I'm
diming right
laughing
now.
because that's fun. I'm picturing like skinks with hard hats on. That's why I'm laughing.
No,
Laughing
I
at my
don't know the
pain bomb
math.
I'm trying to
I don't
determine
know.
if it's a net gain to hire these guys just for building.
I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
I know that that is a mechanic. I don't know
That's
how.
fine. That's fine. I'll just leave it.
Yeah, I don't know the conversion.
All right. Hopefully next turn I'll beat up these rats and I'll get $1, and then that'll help. Waiting for players, Mitch.
Were you clicking on something specific, Mitch, that just broke the game?
I was clicking on a move command,
Huh.
but it shouldn't have been anything specific.
Yeah, it's usually diplomacy that breaks the game, so I was curious.
I opened up the ice, like not diplomacy itself, but the ice court thing at the exact same time that just triggered, so it may have been him and me doing it at the same time, I guess.
Well, I hereby blame you both.
I will share the blame.
All right, cool.
Diplomacy?
Yep.
Faction mechanics? Are you people out of your
Dude.
mind?
Nothing can bring me down tonight, dude. It's Friday. It's Friday. To all my homies out there with jobs, it's Friday. Woo!
For once, I'm on the same page. My schedule allows Fridays to be a real thing.
Yay!
Mitch is probably done with this turn. We could just keep going.
Yeah. Surely he's not doing
no.
anything important.
I did drop out so that it should have gone back to
Yeah,
normal,
we can play again.
It did resume.
I'll be a little slower with my moves just to make sure.
Usually,
reason,
if I keep having this issue with one person, I will let everybody else play out their turn and then reload the lobby, and you can do your stuff separately so you don't crash everybody else.
Yeah. That's weird though, because it's literally the same army I was messing with last time that caused the crash.
I don't remember if I was doing anything when the last one happened, but I will announce when I open the ice court thing in the future.
Oh my god, I found a minus 30% construction cost faction-wide.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of those.
That's
Oh, in
nuts.
the water? Yeah.
It's nuts how good some of
wild.
these,
The sea buffs are.
yeah, some of these ocean buffs are crazy.
Yeah, apparently I've been sleeping on those because I've never gone like hunting for those, but I guess they're crazy.
I didn't know they existed until I think the
It
last
sounds
time
like
we played,
everybody in
they
here
told
needs
me
to
about
play
them.
another Vampire Coast campaign.
Ocean Man doth provide.
But wasn't it like the very
Ocean
first
Man.
campaign? I think Space Goon had gotten like healing on all of his units from one of the ocean things.
Yeah, regeneration. Yeah, that's one of them.
Like the Thirst, which is the good version of regen.
You can get regen, frenzy, melee attack, armor. You can get 25% physical resistance.
Are all of them like permanent buffs or a lot of them like temporary buffs?
They're all 10 turns.
Oh.
No, the construction cost is a 6 turn.
Well, the army buffs are 10 turns.
Yeah.
Interesting to know that they're limited though. I didn't know that.
Mitch, I got a question on Enkari's mechanics.
Yes.
When I did my Enkari campaign, it's if I gave a gift of Slanesh to somebody, it was giving me 25 devotees per turn.
Yeah.
I see that you have your mark on Noctilus, and I moused over it, and it says he's giving you 350 per turn. Is that because he's a legendary lord, or like why is it?
350 per turn? Apparently that's a bug, and you can see pretty much how much I'm getting from gifts across the map.
Oh, so that's like all your gifts combined are 350. That makes more sense.
I believe so. That is in the right ballpark.
DM, do you
right
read
now.
construction
Yeah, that sounds about right, because I was getting 25 per person. So if you have like 12 or 13 victims right now, it would make sense.
And I think that I have fewer gifts possibly than you did because I went more for conquering than just seducing on full form.
Chat. He sent me these. Oh my god. I'll forward these
Yeah,
to the others.
I wish Noctilus gave me that much.
Noctilus just really likes Slanesh.
Hold on, I'm gonna forward these to
I mean, he does have some tentacles and stuff.
He's like,
He
these
fits
are
right
my
in.
people.
Trap claws and he is right at home.
Hey, Bomjus,
What's up?
you said that you were laughing, picturing my guys with hard hats on.
Yeah.
Someone in my chat abused one of those AI art bots. Look in the team thing.
I hope it's a sexy skink with a hard hat on.
Apparently,
That
that's
is
my armies after I give them $3.50.
Legit.
The fact that it actually is a skink with a hard hat on. What?
Summer construction, am I right, boys?
Fairlight, are we staying in this game until everyone's
I
done with
will-
their turns?
We can relaunch it now because I think most everybody is nearly done.
Yeah, I'm just
So
trying to figure out
we'll
how
make
to-
a save file. I will name it Mitch, and then we'll reload.
I don't know why it's happening. When I did the other community campaign, it didn't do this ever for me.
We had this this happened in the tower campaign where like Rita and Raz had issues, but then like 10 turns later it never happened again. So it's just weird.
That's because, I mean, Rita said she stopped clicking things at the start of her turns and just sat there, twiddled her thumbs for 3 minutes and let everybody else play, and her game stopped crashing.
Oh, there you go.
That might be what's required.
At least the load times are pretty quick. Lobby's back up.
Cool.
I'm trying to escape the lobby right now. It's like running the turn and won't let me out.
Hey, I could be Mazda Mundi.
The way
Or
is
not.
shut.
Help!
Oh, I'm Slaanesh. Oh, how the turns table.
We
Crazy,
have all
so
been.
many of you are slash.
I don't know how to use this faction, but I bet my turns will be faster.
I'm seducing myself.
Hey man, self-love is important. Good for you.
I don't think that's what that means. Lexi was talking about eyeballing my continent and how many settlements I have. I'm just saying there's more blue on the map than any other color. I don't know.
I promise
don't know
you,
about
you have
that.
more settlements than me. It fully makes it look like I have more than I
Yeah,
have.
the ones towards like the Chaos Dwarf area, those regions are massive.
Yeah, I promise you, I don't have as much land as it's making it look like I have.
Actually-
I'm not doing that well.
You know, it's also kind of hard to tell, but Space Goon has a freaking lot of stuff down there in the desert too. The color of his settlements is kind of blending in.
Yes.
Oh,
this
part of the
is-
illusion.
Well, Slaanesh 1v2'd us, so I'm sure our ogres can 1v2 them, right?
Yeah, let me just I'm spawning my ogres inside of their cities right now.
They
Muck,
drive
you have a
cars,
you have
apparently.
Muck
Well
has
done,
a
that's a good
very
problem.
different perspective of how things were going on that island than I do.
I think it looks
I
pretty
think
dicey, but
He was suffering worse than me.
Well, I guess. No, I'm. The only issues that I had on Ulthuan was Muck doing things without warning me first. that was the sole
Boy,
cause of
I
any-
was mid-warning, and then someone was like, "Gotcha!" while I was in the middle of a sentence.
right, and but then after that, you did it.
I didn't
again.
realize he was playing StarCraft while I was playing turn-based Heroes of Might and Magic.
You did it
To be
afterwards, though, with like moving one of your armies in ambush when I thought I was hiding behind.
He also put a picture that was meant for you in the group chat too. I forgot about that.
I mean,
The picture that
I'm
was
just saying. I'm just saying.
Jesse.
Someone. All I'm saying is someone got 1v2'd on Ulthuan, and it wasn't Mitch.
Hey, I destroyed 3 of
It
his
was-
armies.
it
I've
was me.
done my part. It's y'all's turn now.
It was me getting sold out by Muck multiple times, so my army could never heal.
I will say that I think that I kicked y'all off of the island that last turn without the changes. Because I think Nakara was about to run down everybody and lightning strike them.
I agree,
I
but
honestly
I
wonder if my best army would have been able to handle you, but we'll never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're looking at the final domino on a long list, because without certain levels of cheese that forced rule changes in the first place, I don't think I would have been in a position to be forced out anytime soon. Because I would have just taken this and instant spawned multiple 20 stacks.
There was also the turn
Jesse
where you
would've
said
been
I was
better
going to
off
fight
than you
2 of
think.
your armies, so I spent 9,000 gold on that turn, and then you said never mind. But then the next turn, you're like, oh yeah, my thing kicked in, now you have to fight 5 of my armies. I was like, oh,
And
okay.
you still wiped all of them out, and still took my cities.
And my economy has never been above 2k, and earlier you were complaining that you were down to 8k.
Anyway, so my turn's done.
Oh, I
That's
gotta
it.
hit
I'm going
enter
back to.
again
I'm going.
reloaded.
I'm going back to Alpha One. I'm just bringing all my armies. Let's go. I'm just going back.
Hey, no, come to Norska instead.
Norska? What are you doing in Norska?
Well, I mean, I'm on like the very, 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 very east side of it, but I do have to go kind of through it.
I should be able to get this next turn, chat. Which is this city here. So I'm hoping Frog Guy here can take out these rats and then immediately go there on the next turn. Although it's possible, the rats are going to have a turn, so they might move or back up to their... What's the garrison there? Oh, it's like... Oh, wait, no, this is the garrison for that, so there's quite a bit there.
I could have sworn I didn't move Marcus yet this turn, so why does he have no movement?
You yelled back to Ulthuan, maybe he listened.
Yeah, he just started running. He just took off sprinting. Muck, do you see this giant? Do you see this giant dino stack sitting on floating pyramid?
Yeah, I do. I can't see the troops, but I see it.
That's the one that I was worried about, like running over my capital.
Yeah, I've got
it's
one
just-
lord heading down to floating pyramid. That was one of the ones that
It's-
he took from me.
It's just sitting there, not moving for some reason.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Okay, that's my turn.
The Herald of Slanesh.
Oh, I found out how to make the dino incursions stop. I have to take Pahwax. Where's Pahwax?
That is one of my 6 cities that was never destroyed.
I'm just messing with Muck. I don't actually need his city.
I'm a broken man. Take it.
I don't know if I actually
I'll
can
gift it to
stop
you.
the dino armies from attacking.
Wait,
me
if I gift it
constantly.
to you, can you gift it back
Well,
and
it's
then
only
you get your
appearing
quest
from one
done?
location now, right?
If
Yeah,
I-
actually,
If I gift
now
it
that you
to
mention it,
if I gift it to you and you gift it right back, will it
I don't think
complete your thing?
I don't think you can. Our factions are mortal enemies. They're not allowed to diplomatize.
Can you gift it to a faction that you can attack?
That would be interesting. Hand it off to some other dino faction, but unfortunately, there's no one else around.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, hey, Dyrus declared war on Arthur that one campaign.
Bro, this hair looks amazing.
I can't. Oh well, I can declare war on Muck. Actually, now that you mention it, we can't. We can't trade settlements or do anything else. I did notice that since I've taken over most of Lustria, the attacks down there have stopped. The
That
only
is
ones that are
wonderful.
continuing are from north of me. So Muck really is actually just generating constant armies to attack me.
The jungles of Lustria have a better economy than Muck.
So apparently the one trade agreement I had that was getting me like $1.50 a turn just ended. So, yay, things are getting worse.
I'll go ahead and sign a trade agreement. Oh wait,